Hey everybody, thank you, Hannah. I was coming here to make
recording a video?
Yes, I'm recording a video. And like this is serious. Like I know I make silly videos and I make rant videos, and it's basically how I feel. But I was just watching the Ring of Fire. Trump suggests destroying the Constitution so he can deport. Now, I'm only doing a video on that because it's exactly what I said from day one. When I felt that he was running and I heard some of his tactics that he was running on, I said the exact same thing. And me and Gary, we had an argument about this very thing for like, hey, Savannah, can you give me the remote?
No, Papa.
Hold on, guys. He probably got it in his pocket. Go tell Daddy come and cut off the TV. Anyhow, we argued about this thing for like basically a week. Because what I said was, okay, he's against same-sex marriage. And I was telling Gary, I am not against it. I think everybody should be able to get married to whoever that they love. Gary, do you have the remote in your pocket? Anyhow, he cuts on the TV, then he walks away. So that was my argument that Hannah, stop. Savannah, stop. That everybody should be able to marry whoever they love. I believe in interracial marriage. I believe in gay marriage. I believe in all that. What? Well, the TV is very loud. Okay, well, I'm in the middle of doing a video. I know, but it's a very serious. That's why I told the girls to come and get.
They didn't answer that. They said you were mad because I didn't turn the TV off. Anyhow,
so the one argument was with the gay marriage. Like I said, you know, Gary's against it, and I'm for it. Okay, then the second argument that we had was about basically the border. I don't think that a wall should be built. Gary does. So we argued about that. And my reasoning for the argument was because I said, okay, if I'm okay with him doing that to the Mexican border and everything below, you know, and all the places below that, I say I'm okay with it. I'm not Hispanic, I'm not Mexican, I'm not of Spanish descent. So it doesn't affect me personally. So I'm okay with it, but I'm not. Even though it don't affect me personally. So I said that. And then I said, okay, and say that he builds that wall, and say that he kicks all them out of the country. Who's the next to go? I was like, he was saying that he was going to do the Muslim ban. I was not for that because I think if they like apply for the green card or whatever, the proper papers to come over here, I don't care what religion they are. And I know what happened on 9/11. I'm not blaming it on a whole religion or a whole group of people. I blame them people, them evil people that flew planes and crashed into the buildings and killed thousands and thousands of innocent people, including children. Because there was daycares in both Twin Towers. So people that worked there, they had the option to bring their kids to work because there was a daycare. So yes, innocent kids and innocent people died on 9/11. So, but with all that said, I still don't think all Muslim or all branches that go into that should be punished because of what them stupid idiots did. So that was another argument we had. So okay, let's say I'm okay with them outbanning Muslims. It don't affect me personally because I'm a Christian. I am a Christian. I'm not Muslim. But so it don't affect me personally. But I'm still not okay with it. And then I asked Gary. I said, okay, you know, Mexicans, or the border is built. I mean, the wall is built at the border, so they're not allowed in. Muslims, okay, that band, the Muslim ban is passed, so they're not allowed in the country. Okay, my fear was, I was born and raised in Knoxville, Tennessee, United States of this America. But because my color doesn't say that I was born here, that's my fear. That, okay, all the gay and lesbian people and bisexual and transgender people are out. All the Spanish descent people are out. All the Muslims are out. Who's going to be here to fight for me? Because if we're the last group to be kicked out, there's nobody else to fight for us because we were okay with everybody being kicked out. We were okay because it didn't affect us personally. And I only bring that up because it's coming to fruition. It's coming to, and me and Gary, we had this argument when Trump was like freaking, like weeks to like a couple months after he came down the escalator. So this was very early in his presidency or his campaigning. Very early in the beginning. So what Trump is wanting to do is he now wants to say, okay, well, I don't want due process. If I think you're illegal, then you're illegal and you're getting kicked out. Remember what I said. We're okay with all them people leaving. You know, I'm going to say hypothetically because this is not me. We're okay with the Hispanic and the border being built. We're okay with the Muslim ban. We're okay with the gay, lesbian, transgender, bisexual people being kicked out and discriminated against. But now it affects me because the next people that's going to get picked on is black people or African American, whichever one. Now, if you cut out due process, all a police officer has to say is, you're black, you're from Africa, I'm sending you back to Africa. I have never been to Africa a day in my life. Never. Never. I can't fly because of my blood. And I have talked about that. I mean, but they don't know that. All they see is you're a black female. We don't have to look for your ID. We don't have to see your birth certificate. What we're seeing is you're black, so you got to go back to Africa. That's what Trump is trying to do. I'm not saying towards black people. I am saying he's trying to take due process out. So let's say that there is let's say that there is the group wearing what are them called? The hairdressers. That doesn't, that, like, they could have been born and raised in the United States, but because their parents or grandparents or whichever religion that they are, that's what they wear. Does not mean that they are whatever. They don't mean that they are illegal. But if they don't have to show their birth certificate, or if they do not have to show their ID showing that they are legal U.S. citizens, how can anybody be okay with that? I told Gary from the beginning, my fear is if Donald Trump becomes presidency, me and my girls are going to be kicked out of the country. Gary's like, no, like, I understand you feel like that, but you can't because you were born and raised here. Yes, I know, but that don't mean that he's not going to try. And like I said, I can't fly. I can't. It would kill me, or it would make me very sick. So flying wouldn't be an option. I really don't want to go on a boat because, that's how my ancestors got here. And if back in the days that they were chaining them and they were basically standing room or, you know, crowded, what is Trump going to do to us now? Like, what is he going to do? Because he's going to try to shove as many people on the boat that he can, if that is an option, or on the airplane as he can, if that is an option, and take us out of this country, even though me and my kids, my mother, my grandmother, my great-grandmother was born here in the United States, actually here in Tennessee, to be specific. So it's scary because I said this in the beginning and it's coming to fruition. Hold on. Where did you say that? There it is. Okay.
Okay. Like I was saying, I agree with what you say. Not all Mexicans are mad. Not all Muslims are. I had a guy that was a friend of mine.
Well, don't say that, Gary, because that's the most racist thing. Is I got a friend that's Mexican, so I'm not racist. That's the biggest racist thing.
That's not what I'm saying.
What you were saying that you had a
friend that was Muslim, and we discussed everything. I've talked about it before in another video, where we sit down.
I'm not saying that you're racist. Just to let everybody know, I'm not saying that Gary's racist. I'm saying that's usually the people.
That's usually what they'll say.
Yeah, they say I got friends.
Reasoning.
Yeah, that are.
But when I initially was in agreement with him, with not even over the wall, my agreement was that, and my understanding when he first started was that they needed to kind of put a hold on their immigration for right now, people coming in, till they could tighten up and find out where the holes are that are allowing the bad people in. And then once they fix it up to where they get the documentation and more background checks done, then allow them back in. That was initially what he said. But now he's changed it to where, okay, we don't want nobody in. And I think he's wrong on that. And in my opinion, he is very wrong on that. And the immigrants coming from Mexico, no, they're not necessarily mad. I know they want asylum. And if he did that right, where they could just go with their proper paperwork, seeking asylum,
instead of arresting them at the border,
arresting them and get them transferred in, and then go through the proper channels and everything to become a U.S. citizen, then that's what should happen. Not they go turn in the paperwork, seeking asylum, saying they wanted to be a member of the country, and then they throw them in jail, separate their kids, lose their kids. Something needs to be done. And that was what he was supposed to come in, straighten up the country, so this crap that's going on now doesn't happen.
But he started it.
Causing it.
Yeah, he started it.
Well, I agree. And there's a lot of things that I was all for him at first. I admit I was. But the more I hear, the more he scares me too. I don't know what's going to happen. And whatever this Mueller thing is, if they really have stuff against him, they need to take it to court, get him in there, and get him out. If he really has done stuff wrong. Because I don't know what all they've got on him or what they don't have on him.
Yeah.
But I think it also goes a lot deeper than just Trump. In my opinion. I think it's a lot of his aides, possible vice president.
Well, no, I do think it's.
I agree. I can't say it, but I can't say with definite. But I'm positive it is.
It's either Pence or Kushner, maybe both.
Yeah, I think Pence.
I said that from the beginning.
They both pull the strings because Trump will say whatever they want him to say.
That's like when Pence went down to Brazil and disrespected both Brazil and the United States by saying, if you come to the United States, you will be thrown in jail. First of all, Brazil is not the ones that is coming to the United States. So you went by there. I mean, you went down there and basically told the people that they're not invited when they weren't even the ones that were coming. So one, you disrespected Brazil and you disrespected the United States. And another thing that pisses me off, and yes, I have to cuss at this because it pisses me the fuck off, is when they go and they say on behalf of America, and then they say what they say. That's not on the behalf of me. I was born and raised in this country, so I am American, and I am not, like, you're not speaking for me. So don't say on behalf of all Americans, because you're not talking about all Americans. You're talking about your America. And I don't know what America was great. Maybe before they came over and took the land from the Native Americans, that's when America was great. And if that's what it is, yes, let's make America great again and give the land back to their rightful owners, which is the Native Americans. I'm sorry, or the indigenous people. Please forgive me. I didn't mean to say the wrong. Yeah, well, I know, but I think they like to be called indigenous people. So I want to be respectful, and I don't want to say anything disrespectful, because I'm not being disrespectful. I am so for them, and I believe if we're going to make America great again, let's make it before anybody came over and took the land from the rightful owners. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you're right. I mean, it's true. So if we're going to do anything, we need to elect a Native American to office and let them straighten the country back up.
Yeah.
Because they truly know how this country should be.
Yeah.
More than anybody in this country.
I agree.
It's just not right. And yes, there were the ones that were considered bad Native Americans that were evil and mean. Well, it was us coming in that made them that way, trying to run them off their land.
Yeah, I mean, if you come and take somebody, if you go and steal somebody's car, they ain't going to be like, oh, well, you got my car. No, they're going to be fighting you, and they're going to be prosecuting you.
That's so, what made them mad.
Yeah, so you came over and you said, well, I know you've been living here, like, generational, you know, all your life and all your and the people before you life, but we're going to take it because we want it. No.
Yeah, that's wrong. America always doing things wrong.
I know, because...
I mean, it is the land...
Well,
quote
no.
unquote, supposed to be the land of the free.
It ain't the free no more.
Unless they want what you got, then you're not free.
Yeah.
It's theirs.
Yeah. Because they're big kids, big babies.
But
can't play on the playground nicely.
I love my country because I live here.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
I don't love the way the country's being run. I don't love the hatred that we have.
I agree. I agree.
But something needs to change, and it needs to change quick.
Please, y'all, comment down below. Comment down below. I'm gonna add this to my. Savannah, let her pick. I'm gonna put this one with Gary because this is a very I'm gonna put Gary's with my rant video because this is a very serious subject, and it's not to be played with because I am dead serious. I am dead serious. All right.